What's up? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button, and if you're listening on YouTube, hit that like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this beautifully honest reaction.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, feels so nice.
Oh my God. Child, listen, this the read podcast, I can't even call this a read. I felt so disturbed listening to this. It was shared with me, and I just wanted to share a little bit of it with you guys, because I was listening to it like, well, damn, like, were you in a relationship with Cardi B at some point? And because you sound like you're taking this extremely personal, because it's like, were you like really a fan of the music and you're so disappointed that she's not going to really be able to give you what you want on this tour because she's going to be healing and she just had a baby? I don't know. This wasn't just criticism of the music or even the public behavior. To me, it just sounded like something deeper. I don't know. But you guys let me know what you think. Let's just go ahead and get into this.
I'm not okay with this. I can't just, oh, it's your pussy, so it's your business. Like, technically, yes, that's true. And a lot of the Cardi stans are going to respond, well, she got the money. I'm not talking about, if money was all it took to raise kids, the Trump kids wouldn't be held like they are. Trump wouldn't be held like he is. It's not just money. You also need parents who are very mindful and deliberate about bringing you into the world and choosing to guide you to adulthood. That is how we raise decent, good people. Yo mama out here giving her pussy to whoever the fuck she wants to and keeping whatever y'all drop off in her fucking uterus is crazy. I was expecting so much more out of Cardi B, because you are not just some broke, bored bitch in the Bronx who don't have shit else to do. Oh, I ain't got nothing to do today. I ain't got no money to go out. Let me just fucking get pregnant. Like, you have a life. You have a career. You have things to work towards and work for. Like, you waited all this goddamn time to release another album just to get pregnant in the middle of this album being done and preparing for the... Why? Why, bitch? Why? You don't know how to use your butt? You never heard of condoms? You never heard of the IUD? You never heard of the pill? You decided to get pregnant by the nigga you cheated on your husband with? Why? This is just dumb bitch shit. This is so fucking stupid. You are bringing a whole new person into the world, girl. It's not playtime. It's not that ugly ass Labubu Kid Fury just got. It's not some toy you could just toss around and it don't matter how it feel about nothing. It don't matter about its circumstances. This is a human being. I just can't believe this dumb bitch. Of all the time, you had so much time to push out however many kids you fucking wanted to. You chose the most pivotal moment, getting ready to release your sophomore album and finally go on tour, because you canceled it the last time. Why? Kids. To finally do that shit, and now you're like, oh, as soon as I had it, I'm ready. I've been stretching. I'm getting my body ready. You getting ready to go lay down and pray that mommy makeover don't kill you like it do so many other women, and then do you a little boom cack 1-2 sidestep on that fucking tour. I hope you girls are ready for her to give you fucking nothing but unnatural hips, a ridiculous looking what I guarantee you, like she said, she gonna have Hennessy put her in that fucking faja 3 seconds after she's done giving birth, because don't nothing matter to her more than the way she looks. An actual show, you can forget about it. All right. So you were tired of the lying, cheating, scamming ass rapper, and you said, let me go get me an ugly ass athlete with rape allegations and multiple kids on the way, allegations, all kinds of impropriety. Again, allegations. I'm just really disgusted, child. Kids aren't toys. If you don't believe in abortion, then you need to believe in contraceptive. Use your butt. Use your throat.
The butts.
Everybody told me, have fun. You know, you getting divorced, have fun, go out there. We just had a little too much fun. No, you're fucking 30. You're not a 16-year-old who got caught up and didn't really understand what you were doing. This is your 4th kid. I can't believe this shit. Dumbass bitch. What the fuck? You did not have to have a baby right fucking now. But I can't care more about your career than you do. That's why I'm not making it about your career. I'm making it about the importance of being mindful about who you have children with and bringing kids into this incredibly fucked up world. Just take a look around.
Enough.
And understanding that your money is not enough to shield them from the realities of this world. Money ain't enough. Good luck. And I don't want to hear shit about this man cheating on you. I don't want to see nothing about DMs. I don't want your stupid ass fighting no baby mamas and shit behind this nigga, because you've done all this already, bitch. I don't want to see it.
All right, guys, you heard it, and I admit I've done a few commentaries talking about Cardi B, but it's definitely never been anything like that. Like I said, it's definitely not personal for me because I'm not even a fan of her music. I'm not a hater of her music. I'm not here saying, oh, her music is trash. I'm just saying I've just never been into her music because it's just not my thing. But that's that whole category of the female rap music these days I'm just not into. That's just a personal preference for me, not judging anybody else. But I've just talked about a few things here and there just based on public perceptions and the public persona, and also I feel that she has been toxic over the years, and a lot of her decisions have not been the best. And also the fact that I feel like a lot of times she wants to hear mainly positive things about her. And if then she doesn't take too kindly to it, especially when it's someone that may have a larger following, meaning more people are going to hear or see what that person has said or written. But critics and podcasters, yeah, we share opinions, but there's just like a tone when it crosses into like really, really, really personal digs. Some people, they make like little jokes here and there. Like I shared a little bit of that podcaster, YouTuber that did a review of Cardi B's album. He threw a few little shady digs in there here and there, but to me, if you wanted to compare that to this, that was like a freaking lullaby in comparison to this. Oh my gosh. So I listened to it and it made me feel like, what about this is professional critique? And even if you feel like a little bit personally disappointed, it's like, my God, what did she do to you? Like, how did this affect your life? Because the way she was coming across, I don't know, she was just having a bad day and she was dealing with some other personal issues, and it delved into her commentary talking about Cardi B. But my God, it was intense. Now we know Cardi, she's definitely no stranger to controversy, and I even heard a little bit of her talking, not naming this podcaster, but just talking about the critique that this person gave her. And while we're used to kind of the Cardi B that will go off and all the other stuff like she's done on previous occasions with other people, even when it comes to her husband, because yes, he is still her husband, so I'm gonna just call him that. He ain't an ex until that divorce is final. But I'm saying, it's like this is on a whole other level. The extremely fiery critique, really in the personal digs, talking about hope you don't die on the surgery table after having another mommy makeover, and oh my God, wow. How do you talk about her when you're not when you're not being recorded? Yeah, this was a lot. It was really, really intense. I mean, the way she was talking about her bringing kids into this effed up world, and being more cognizant about the decisions of who you choose to lay down with and have kids with. I mean, a lot of people have made just surface perceptions and critique or given their opinions on that, because yeah, the dude that she's linked up with now, he definitely, his reputation precedes him. We'll just put it like that. And it's like to go from one toxic, trashy person to possibly another. Yeah, it is questionable, but again, it's her life. It ain't affecting me that much where I have to give some commentary and critique on it, where I'm going to have a throbbing headache after I'm done talking about it, because it definitely sounded like she had some tension when she was sharing that critique, where she needed to take a Motrin or an Advil or something after that, because that was a lot. Anyway, guys, I want to know what you think about the fiery rant. Was she making valid points, or did she definitely let her personal bias, whatever that personal bias may be, take over? Maybe the not the Holy Spirit took over, but some demonic force took over her body and she just like really went in with the fire. I don't know. But you guys, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And why isn't it that even though we know Cardi is the one that's pregnant by another man, it is true that women, we do get the brunt of the heat when it comes to people. We don't see. I had a conversation with someone recently, and I'm going to wrap it up. I had a conversation with someone recently, and it is amazing how the world and even this nation views victims. And what I'm saying about victims, I'm not saying Cardi B is a victim in the sense of like someone who was taken advantage of sexually or, you know, different things like that. But in some ways, she is a woman that was in a marriage with someone that she was trying to make it work with, and he was not really doing his part to make it work. And so she is a victim of her own feelings, but also a lot of people are not giving any heat to the man. They're just coming at her, you know? So I have some grace when it comes to that, because the world really doesn't have sympathy for victims and women. And this is a lot of the reasons why women, even though, like I said, I'm not trying to compare her to a woman who is a victim of sexual assault and things like that, but just overall, why a lot of women don't want to come forward, because of how how it is they're viewed and how people are going to talk about them and the things that they're going to say to them and the questions they're going to have of them, where you just don't even want to deal with it, so you just let it go. And so I did hear a little bit of her audio from, I think it was Twitter Spaces, where she was saying, yeah, this is one of the reasons why I didn't even want to come out and say anything about me being pregnant, because I already knew people were going to be going in on me. And while it is true, she could have decided to terminate the pregnancy. I already talked about that before too. So I said, yeah, you could be commended for bringing the child to term and taking care of your responsibilities and doing what you got to do. I'm not faulting her for that. My only critique about the situation was the fact that you can't really get upset when people are going to have opinions about it. But this opinion and the way that it was delivered, I was like, wow, this is a lot. So I want to know what you guys think about it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. But I will add this. Listen, I don't know if it's true, but I heard rumors that Cardi B is thinking about suing this woman. Just leave it alone. That's the one thing I will say. I might not agree with how heavy and hard this woman went in on Cardi B. It's her opinion. It was her platform. Crass or not, it came out of her mouth. But was it defamation of character? No. And I'm just tired of everybody throwing around that, oh, I'm going to sue you just because somebody says something about you. Let's be clear. Saying something about someone, whether it's true or not, does not mean it's defamation of character when it comes to the law, okay? And Cardi B, she might have done what she did years ago with Tasha K, and I'm not even trying to put Tasha K and this woman in the same boat, but what I'm saying is Cardi B definitely had to pay a whole lot of money for her legal team to carry that situation out. Tasha K, although a lot of people wanted to see this woman lose everything and go to jail and all kind of crazy things just because of something that was a civil situation, Tasha K is still working as she should. Nobody should have to go through a long, lengthy legal battle over something that, to be honest with you, is, for the most part, some may say it's not petty, it's whatever, but in the grand scheme of things, it's petty. because there's constantly going to be something else happening and people are going to move on. Other news stories are going to come out and this is just going to be yesterday's news. So just move on from the situation. Don't sue this woman, because it's just like, just leave the court system alone, because the only people who really win in those situations are the lawyers. Period. And meanwhile, she's going back and forth on Twitter and going back and forth with the rapper JT, and it's just like, oh my God. And this is what I was talking about before. Is it about the music or is it the drama? Her album title is called Am I the Drama? And it kind of sounds like she is. But I'm just saying, just leave the courts alone. It's just like, leave the legal system alone. Don't give these lawyers any more of your money. And baby girl, you're in your, I believe, last trimester of your pregnancy. Chill out. Do your business. But leave all the drama alone. Get off of social media and just take a break and focus on that baby, because I'm quite sure the baby that's incubating right now really is not enjoying all of the stress and the drama.
Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.